Was good. This one, this is the first time I've ever posted a time lapse video of my drawings. Ignore the doodle. Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing to have my voice on blast here, but this is basically a Sonic movie OC that me and my friends were creating these little bunnies that were like robots, and they helped Stone or something. I don't fully remember, but this one's supposed to be based off of a little sea bunny. Ain't that cool? This is really embarrassing, if I'm gonna be real. I don't really have a lot of commentary due to how this is new, but I have been getting into Forsaken along with a few other games, and maybe I'll even post some gameplay of those games along with drawings that I've been making, such as how I've gone into being interested in hackers such as Cool Kid and so on, to the point where I even made a whole fucking AU or something. Hold on. A lot of these old art projects are from a few months ago and such. This one was a request from a friend of mine that has their own AU and such, and they post a little bit of it, and they post my art of it. It's mostly of requests. So yeah, I have been getting into a lot of Forsaken and its lore and the characters that were in it, and even delved into researching the hackers and such so that I can make my own AU, which is just, in summary, a Roblox AU. And yeah, I could say I've been pretty much a big fan of Cool Kid without he's a cutie, he's adorable. And also with some facts that I learned about my research, such as not only a lot of myths and a lot of drama that revolved around them. I also even did even further research, which is on some content creators that make Forsaken content, or myth hacker, I don't know, such content exploiters. And I came across a lot of good creators, a lot of them. They are very talented with their animations, their drawings, the writing. The writing is good. They're cooking. But I don't know how to feel about game tunes. But yeah, no, I've been getting into a lot of planning and such, with how I've been making more comics of the AU, and along with thinking of some other ideas, such as original creations, what things I should make and post about, due to how I had been going on a little break from a lot of social media, except for Discord, where I've been talking to a lot of my friends and such, and been able to just hang out with them, play Roblox, Minecraft, and all that other stuff. I've also been improving a lot on my art, such as this one, where I had learned how to do some cool tricks, such as for example, in a bit, coloring. I've been learning how to do backgrounds better. Let's fucking go! Along with doing some epic shading that gives into more depth of these. I'm not very popular, but I'm alright. I think last time I checked I had 25 subscribers. 2 of them left, but we all good. I'm all chill with my 23 subscribers. We all good. I don't think I can handle a big community anyway, but if they come, they come. I say a lot. But yeah, I plan on making some. Oh, you know what I should do? A clip dump where I just get a compilation. those compilations of like gameplay and such, even like funny moments. So I'll be sure to edit one, such as like, for example, my Roblox recordings. I have a lot of them, and like I'm sure there's something entertaining can come from that. Oh, coloring. I say a lot. I need to get that checked out. I've been getting into an art fight too. Like, art fight is fun with how there's like you're trading a lot and it's creative. To all the people who had still stayed with me even as I was far away or on break, I gotta thank you a lot for that, because of how like I know it might not be easy with like making content or being or like someone not there posting consistently, though I do try sometimes. I've just been like, shy with how things had been going in my life, like privately. Oh yeah, by the way, this doodle, this time lapse, it's of a sketch of like one of the AUs I'm making, alternate Roblox AU. Yeah, look at that little cutie. The coloring here is good with how I learned something while on the way. A lot of YouTube tutorials have been helping me a lot in my art journey with how I went from drawing Powerpuff Girls, like looking at body shapes, to actually being consistent with shadows and coloring, along with a few more tricks in the shading. And, I've just been yapping my ass off this entire time because of how there's been a lot going on, but also with how, at the same time, there's not a lot to be talking about. I've been just dabbling in styles, dabbling in, like, some programs such as Clip Studio Paint, and, like, even getting into curiosity of Roblox scripting, music, modeling, and like so on and so forth. I've just been spreading my wings out when it comes to the creative process, and like I hope that I can make something awesome in the future and present something to you. Like, I want to make a website that I can host all of my art and comics, while also at the same time have it be free, because I'm like I'm not an adult, and like I don't own an account that would like be able to allow me to pay for things on my own without like parental guidance, and like I don't want to pay for things. I'm a freeloader. joking. Also Cookie Run. I've been getting into Cookie Run too because of how gambling. And honestly, it's fun to be hosting a lot of my art that I had been doing over the few years into this video. Of course, this is not all of it because of how most of them are unfinished or embarrassing, but I'm just showcasing my most proudest ones because of how they actually end up gorgeous in the end, and I am proud of that because it gives me more it gives me more motivation on drawing more and improving, because of how like in the end of the day, when you're noticing that you're improving after so many years of struggling with art, from the day you were able to just smash paint on paper with your fingers, aka kindergarten, it feels rejuvenating. It feels awesome because of how it just really shows how much you had grown over those years, over those months, over days, actually. And it's just an awesome process in the end. I could recommend some music such as ICP, aka Insane Clown Posse. Lulu Yam is underrated as hell. Some of y'all need to listen to her. And so on and so forth. It's just, yeah. I also had to go to summer school for a little bit because I had missed out on some credits, but thankfully I completed it. It's all over. I am now free to enjoy whatever summer I had left. And yeah, it's just been overall good. I'm happy that some of the friends that stayed with me are still there for me because of how, like, this is tough. I had went through a messy friendship breakup, and, like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. But I met these friends after a few months, like, after recovery from it. I met them on a magma, and then after a while, I got my first boyfriend. Yeah, my first boyfriend, my first relationship. Hopefully it goes well, because I am actually happy, other than the times where I had been disappointed or heartbroken or just straight up what's the easier word for it? I'm gonna look this up. I tried to find an easier word for this, but all I could say is after I've been ship-shape. Yeah, that sounds a little bit easier than groomed. I'm not even sure if I had been, but after that situation, it just kind of fucked me up. And I'm not going to go into too much detail with how it's extremely personal. And, yeah. My Madness Combat collection has been growing after a lot of merch drops or plushies released and so on and so forth. I'm hoping that one day when there's a Cool Kid plush, I can get it, or like a guest plush, or just like something of those two, because of how they had just been my most favorite characters, or favorite characters. They were fucking real people, but I think people had been accepting the fact that you could separate the user from the avatar, so forth. That's why there's a lot of variations of Cool Kid, and, like, yeah, I just been brain rotted, gang. I've been brain rotted. But yeah, overall, I've been having a good day, good life, and been growing. Like, there had been bumps in the road. I've just been yapping my ass off, but I've been growing happy. I've been happier. What funnier things are there in this sense? What's your favorite food, gang? I like McDonald's. I've been seeing a lot of memes, even though I had been away from the internet, been away from making content, been away from making, like, a lot of things and posting about them and such. I own a few games, such as, if I remember, Lethal Company, Monster Wilds. Monster Wilds is a good game. Some of y'all need to play it. Monster Wilds is awesome. I was able to create, my character and find some gorgeous outfits that, like, both protected my character while also being fashionable. Like, it's so awesome. The monsters, the gameplay, all of it is just amazing. It's so awesome. It's so peak. The fucking Grinch Christmas guy. Oh, he's actually awesome. No way. Some of you guys didn't know that I had a Twitter. And honestly, I would like to keep it that way because of how, like, so much had happened on Twitter when I was on there. And it's best that I just stayed away from there in general until, like, I'm an adult or something, because of how much situations I was in when I was in there. So much drama that happened in there. It's actually extremely concerning that I was pulled in there in the first place. Like, dog, I just wanted to share my art. And just wanted to share some cool story ideas and theories. Why y'all gotta be so mean? But yeah, in seriousness, there was a lot of demented shit happening in there. It's so insane. Y'all never be chronically Twittered. It's it should be a number one rule. I don't know why I ignored it. I also stayed away from TikTok because of how it's just not good. It's not good. And I would like to keep it that way. I never logged onto my TikTok account in a while because of, like, dog. No. So, in the meantime, I'll make a compilation, which is just me playing Roblox and such in good quality, not like last time where it was like 1 frame per second and like all you saw were like 2 pixels on a screen. It was not that good. I also accidentally ran into some role players whenever I played Forsaken, where whenever I was cool kid, they would fucking come up to me and say, "Son, it's me, Dad, I'm sorry about what happened." Huh? Like, aren't you gonna run? Go play the game! I'm gonna kill you! Or like, just follow the general rule when it comes to those. It's just like targeting them after they say that shit. But also, like, I always thought of trying to make a comeback on them in some clever way, so that way I could just like fucking continue playing the game without being bothered next round. I also saw that, like, that Nully update was awesome with how they revamped the cabins. Fed into my theory of what's going on, which I might make a video about that. Along with how, what's that word? Added the main course Nully and some new costumes that are just fire. They're fire. I can't wait for Guest 666 to come out with how it's both gonna be peak. There's some costumes that might come out that are actually good, such as that one Miku costume for Cool Kid, and like so on and so forth. The soundtrack to Forsaken is awesome, and like it's peak. It's so peak. Of course, there is some like downfalls with the character writing. I know that soul-driven love drama. I know about it. That's gross as shit. Thank God they got him out. They got him out of like the development team. And like, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I know about that one part of the Forsaken fandom that should be avoided at all cost, and like, yeah, it's a little bit worse than all other fandoms, but in general, fandoms themselves have a good and bad side. It's just depending on what you're looking at and what you're blocking out. In general, YouTube, you can't block, sadly. I wish I could block, but I gotta hit that do not recommend. I'm looking at you, Pottimer. It's so dated right now. Like, it's so dated when I say that. Because no one's gonna know what I'm saying. No one's gonna know what I'm yapping about. Like, who's Pottimer? Who's Pottimer? No. Like, being cringe isn't all that bad when you're all free, happy, and talking to people that share that same interest. For example, I got a friend, his name Tony. That's his online alias. I'm not doxing him, but we play, what is it? We brainstorm, we all that shit. We play, we brainstorm, we slay. And it's fire, it's awesome. With how I get to oh my god. I was about to say rap like a fucking rapper. I ain't Eminem. Yap. I get to yap to him about a lot what's going on in my head, such as like my theories, my my art, my ideas for AUs, and like some lore, some ideas, and it's overall fun. Like, sometimes you just need someone that you trust to sit down and just talk to, yap, and let everything out. As long as you guys are both safe, because, safety is all. Oh my god, this video is taking so long. I gotta speed this up. Hold on. I got the speed of turning this from 2025 to 2018. Let's go, bro.